Here's the last move out here. Dad and I getting the fridge out of Oma's house. Not the old one. The old one in the garage actually still worked, and they took it somewhere else. Notice the boxwoods have been taken out a while back. This tree that Ken and I climbed a million times. Slightly colored green, just a little bit darker. I think Mom picked that when they repainted. Different door. I think the door was non-compliant for rental. They put some pergo in. Has Ken been in here since this pergo's been? You don't think so?
I don't think so.
So they've got that. Dad put a ceiling fan in, a different fixture. That old fixture that Oma had, somebody actually wanted it because it was an original 60s fixture. They had all this done when they did a remodel to make it a rental. They took out all those cabinets and that separate cabinet that came out here that wasn't attached to anything. They got all that put in. That fridge we took was just right here. New stove. They put a stainless thing around it. They put a dishwasher in and countertops and whatnot. The hallway here. That is not the same light that used to be there. That's a new one, but it's the same kind of style. This was Oma's guest room, where Ken and I jumped on the bed many a time. There was no light, ceiling fan or light in there before. Mom put these tiles down, and I lived in this room for 2 years, from 1998 to 2000. Well, Oma helped me save to buy my duplex, of which I am eternally grateful. The view out the front here, that's Dad's truck. He's only had it a few months. Oma's old sewing room, where we would come back in here and just play around, I guess. All of this. Look out in Oma's backyard. I'll walk out there in a minute, but this is the view from there. No more clothesline, no more big mimosa, no more roses, no more boxwoods. Oma's room, where she literally lived for 40 years, I guess. And the bathroom, which I'm sure Ken will recognize this. This was a Christmas present from Ken and I to redo this bathroom for Oma. Put this in, put the medicine cabinet in and the lights in. Mom and Dad did this as part of the rental stuff because they had this stuff hanging before. Probably the same commode. They had to redo a lot of this stuff here because it was all kind of integrated, and so all that stuff is gone, that kind of turquoise. But the old medicine cabinet with the sheet of paper on it that makes that noise that I remember so well as a kid. You open that up, and taped in there probably by Oma herself or Tante Elizabeth. Might even still be some of my dirty clothes in here, you never know. Walk out in the backyard. And the extra room out here, still the same. It's where Opie used to smoke. It's a new shed that they did as part of the rental. The stuff in here, still the same old stuff. The rocks that were in the rock garden that were given to her by Dr. Flawn, President Flawn of UT, I have those, as many of them as I could find. A renter had them here, and some of them disappeared. So at least this boxwood's still here. This here. Climb up here for the last time. Well, you can see a lot of junk up on top of the roof. There's a lot of the stuff there. But yeah, a new gutter over there. There used to be a tree right about over there. There were the clotheslines. We had those taken out. I did a lot of trimming on this when Oma was gone one time. And of course the rose garden is gone. There's a different picnic table. The boxwoods are gone. They were out of control and dying. The renters weren't watering them, and so it was bad. That tree that's over there by that compost thing has been pulled out. So there used to be a swing set right over there for Allison. This is it, October the 29th, 2013. I guess the end of Oma's legacy here. There's a lot of good memories in here. A lot of good memories. Standing on this pile of rocks and jumping onto a mimosa tree, even falling out of it. Even falling out of the big oak tree that was back here and landing back in here when I was a kid.